Welcome back to FPL. Oh, one sec. Oh man, why is this doing this? Welcome back. What the hell? Welcome back. What the hell?
Coming from him, isn't it?
Yeah. Welcome back. What the hell? Welcome back. Okay, we're back. Welcome back to FPL Spad, your best place to find FPL content for the 23-24 season. You're joining me for my live watch list for Game Week 21, in which we look at the 30 most transferred in players for this game week so far. I know we still got a week, more than a week to go to the actual deadline, but this will be the early one we do just before this game week starts. Some people might want to do their wild card early, so they can get away from the price rises and price decreases of certain players. So let's get on with this transfer watches for game week 21. And as you can see, we have the categories of must buys, great transfers, good transfers, transfers that are optional lucrative, transfers that are gambles, and transfers we certainly need to avoid in the coming game week ahead. 1 second. There you go. So, first up, we start from the most bottom, and we have Nunes first up. In my opinion, Nunes is optional really for third striker. I will not be bringing him in. I used to have him. His price has dropped back to 7.4 now. At higher stage, he was 7.7. I think I took him about 7.6, so I got away with some profit with him. But I just don't see him getting, he just doesn't put his chances away. Yes, he causes chaos like he always does, but I just don't see it happening on a regular basis for him. So I say Nunes is the optional player to bring in. Then we have Gordon. They got Man City next at home. Newcastle haven't been the best of team lately as well. So for me, another optional player to bring in. I wouldn't be looking to bring him in just yet. Unless you already have him, then you keep him maybe. Because you did buy him, probably got him a lot cheaper. Because the ticket started at 5.5 million maybe. So yeah. Cheap if you're keeping, but I wouldn't be looking to bring him in. Then we have Garnacho as well. Another United player that I think is just there for lucrative. People, United fans will keep bringing them in. As long as he does to have these performances here and there in certain games. Tottenham the next game, I just don't think he's going to be able to get goals in that game. They could, because Tottenham are very open. Actually, he could get goals in that game, but I just don't see him as a constant threat throughout the season. So for me, there's another option besides Garnacho to have around that price range. Then we have Gross. I think he should avoid him. I know he's got some points in a few other game weeks, but that's because he was playing a lot higher up in the pitch. And as Brighton have players returning in their attacking options, and I think Gross will go back to his normal position as a CDM. So for me, I wouldn't be bringing Gross for this game week. Then we have Kofo. I think Kofo is a good transfer to bring in. West Ham got 2 good games coming up. And games get hold of about the first 2 games. They've got good games coming up. They have looked defensively solid in the last few games to keep 3 straight clean sheets. So for me, he's a good transfer in. He's got a chance of getting assists and goals. So for me, a good transfer to bring in at 4.7 million. Especially if you're using a wild card to do transfers there. As most likely people will be using their free transfers to get out midfielders from the team. The players leaving for the Africa Cup and the Asia Cup, mainly Salah and Son. Some people might still have Kudos or even Hichan, so they would be most looking like to replace the midfield. But if you're looking to use wild card, I think Kofo is a great player to bring in as maybe even a 4th choice defender as rotation, because you should have a lot of money available at the moment with 2 players that hogged a lot of the money. Now then we have Walker. I'm going to put Walker in the position of optional as well. I'm going to put him higher than Gordon. Yeah, higher than Garnacho, sorry. So yeah, leave him there. Um, yeah, very hard to do transfers at the moment for what do you call it? Defense. Unless you're playing your wild card. But some people might be playing the wild card as they might just not be happy with their rank at all and look to just start new, fresh in the second league, in the second chance league that starts this next game week. Then we have Saliba. Um, I think he's optional as well because his price is just too much, and he's not that much of an attacking threat. And Arsenal haven't been keeping many clean sheets. They do have a good game against Crystal Palace, but they've got some hard games after that as well. So for me, not an option to bring in, especially at 5.6 million. Then we have Elise, a player that I was looking at. His price went up just after I did my transfers. So I was kind of like pissed off that I didn't bring him in instead of Palmer. But it would have been obviously a gamble, a big differential because a lot of people have Palmer instead of Elise. Um, he might be injured for the game coming up against Arsenal. So that is another thing. He might not be available. So that's in a way I was happy I didn't bring him in. But we still need to get more news on him. So for that reason, I'm going to put him in the gamble category. Because if he's available, in my opinion, he's a good transfer. Because Arsenal do look weak down the right hand side with Sichenko. And I think Elise can make the difference in that game and maybe snatch a draw in that or even a win away to Arsenal. Then we have Cunha. Cunha, I think, is a great transfer to bring in, maybe for a third striker, as he will be the focal point of Wolves' attack, especially with Hichan leaving. Neto could be returning soon. There's no real news on him. Like, I remember when we first got news of him coming back, which was mid-December, and he has been nowhere to be found. So still, I think Cunha, actually I'm going to put in the good transfer list, not in the great transfer list. Reason being, they do have some hard games coming up, and I'm going to put him below Kofo. Then we have Odegaard. Hasn't been firing recently. Um, Looking like the Arsenal team are relying on him to get the ball, create something, and it's very hard to do that with that amount of pressure on the player. So right now, I don't know what to do with Odegaard, especially at 8.4 million. Um, I think I'd rather have somebody else instead of Odegaard for 8.4. But he will be on. He could be on penalties, sharing duties with Saka, maybe. So I want to put him in the optional. I'll put him on the optional for now. And if we run out of space there, then we might have to move him. Then we have Van Dijk. I would avoid him as might keep a clean sheet against Bournemouth, but Bournemouth have been on good form lately, most informed team in the Premier League at the moment. And they got Chelsea after that, and then Arsenal after that. So three very hard games. So I don't expect Van Dijk to keep clean sheets, and him getting an attacking return from a corner or header is not that good. So for me, I'll be avoiding him. And same as the next person coming up, Allison. 5.7 million, too much for a keeper who's not going to keep many clean sheets. Yes, he makes a lot of saves, but he also doesn't get many shots taken at him because the defense is so good. So for that reason, I'm going to put him in the avoid category as well. Then we have Douglas Luiz for Villa. Now, they got an away game against Everton, which will be a hard game, but they would have other games that are coming up, which are good and not good. So for my opinion, for 5.5 million, I'm going to put him in the optional category, and I'm going to put him below Garnacho, as I think Garnacho has got much more attacking ability than Luiz. But Luiz is on penalties, as you saw last week when Watkins got 2 assists, and when Villa got the penalty awarded, Luiz took it and Watkins didn't. A lot of people wanted, like including me, wanted Watkins to take the penalty, as he was my captain. We could have made a lot more points. But Douglas Luiz is the penalty taker for Villa, so that is one thing he has an advantage, and I think that might actually elevate him above Walker for that reason. Looking back on it now, and he'll be taking some free kicks, so he's got a chance of making some assists, as he has throughout the season. Then we have another, like in my opinion, a great differential to bring into your team as a fifth choice midfielder for 4.4 million, Doherty. and I think he's a good transfer to bring in, especially if you're using a wild card uh, to have as a fifth choice midfielder who will have a double game week soon, as the Bournemouth game that they played early in the season in December, that which got called off as one of the Luton players had to go off because he collapsed on the pitch. So that game has to be replayed. So he'll be, I think, a good transfer to bring in if you're looking to use a wild card. At 4.4 million, I don't think you go wrong. He will get a price increase as well at some point, as people look to bring in a good 4.4 million midfielder as a backup. Then we got Pedro. And I'm going to think Pedro now, like, I haven't put him in the good transfer, the great transfer before in any of my watches, I think. But I think now has come to a point where he is, like, nailed on starter for Brighton for the way they play. He does take some penalties sometimes as well. So for that reason, and they've got some great games coming up as well. Like, they've got some great fixture lists for the next 10 game weeks. So I think you will want to have some sort of Brighton players. And with Mitoma gone, March out injured, so many players missing from the team already. But you got Espinian who's making a comeback as well, which we'll look at later. But for me, I think Pedro is a good transfer to bring in, maybe for a third striker at 5.4 million. Not a guaranteed start because Brighton will have later on in the season. I think they qualified first in their group, so they won't be playing in February for the Europa. So there will be less rotation because of that. So for that reason, I think he's a good transfer. Then we have Areola, a player that I regret taking out of my team. Instead of Turner, I brought in Dubravka instead of Areola because I thought saved more money basically by getting Dubravka in at 3.9 million and then capitalizing on his price rise. But Areola he kept 3 clean sheets now in a row. West Ham look more defensively solid as well recently. And I guess Sheffield United away, I expect him to keep a clean sheet. Got a few hard games after that, but he has looked a lot better in the last 3 games. So for that reason, I'm going to put him in the good transfer list. And most likely you're only doing a goalkeeper transfer if you're using a wild card. So that's another one for you guys. Then we have Solanke. I think Solanke, they've got some hard games coming up. Like, most likely people would be looking to take him out, that people have bought him in if we had certain guaranteed news about Holland coming back. But for that reason, if you don't have Solanke already, I don't think I'll be looking to bring in Solanke against Liverpool. And they've got some hard games after that as well. Let me just have a quick look exactly what games they have. So, West Ham away, Nottingham Forest home. So it's Fulham away, Newcastle away, and Man City at home. So they're all semi-decent games where he could get points, but I won't be looking to bring him in for the next 2 games at all. So for that reason, I think that would be a gamble to bring him in. Yes, Liverpool's defense might not be fully fit for that game because they could pick up injuries in their FA Cup game and the Carabao Cup game. But I wouldn't be looking to bring him in this game week, as you should be probably looking to bring in only one striker in if he's available, or running the transfer on to next game week. Then we have Jota. Now, Jota, in my opinion, is a gamble as well. Reason being, Liverpool will have rotation in the team, even though Salah's gone. I just think Elliott will be playing on that right-hand side, because as I've seen in the past games, that in the West Ham game, where we played without Salah on purpose, and I think Klopp did that to test out what he's going to do in the January month without him. And now Elliott was initially brought in as a replacement, not replacement, like to work under Salah for that position. He's been converted to CM, but he well can play RW as he does for England under 21s. And I'm a big fan of Elliott, always have been, and I just think he is capable of produce, like, with pieces different type of play. It's like he comes back in, so we play with like two STs in a way, where last time we played with Nunes and Gakpo, and they were both playing like the STs, and Elliott like going up and down that channel and helping back in the midfield. That way it gives it more solidity in the defense wise, in my opinion. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Bournemouth are likely to double soon as well. So, that's a good thing. Forgot about that completely. Yeah, definitely. Because Liverpool will get a double at one stage, but that'll be later on in the season, I think. Because their double will be when if they get through to the Carabao Cup semi-finals, they'll win that. Then I think they'll blank game week 24, I think, or 26. Can't remember which one it was. But it's one of the game weeks they blank against Luton. Is the game that they blank. So that'll be later on down the line. But even then, off when that happens, you're most likely bringing Salah back in anyway. But yeah, let's get on to the next one. Alvarez. For me, he's looking like he's going back to himself again. I had him at the start of the season where he was doing amazing, but then he took a flat line, and I took him out just before he did that. I call that right, but the Haaland not guaranteed playing. If you already have him, it would be good. But if you're playing a wild card and you can bring Haaland later next week, and you save that money up, is the only reason I'll be bringing in Alvarez. So for that reason, I'll put Alvarez as a good transfer, but I'm going to put him below Cunha, not above Cunha. Below Cunha. No. Yeah. Because Newcastle away is not going to be an easy game anyway. It's going to be a very hard game to get points returns from. But Newcastle haven't been themselves recently anyway. But they'll look like tired. But they're luckily for them, they got a week's break, I think. No, not even a week's break. So yeah, they're playing on the earliest game. They're playing on the 13th. So unfortunately for them, they have a break after that, but a good break after that because then they play on the 30th. So next up, we have Watkins. It's a very hard one to do because he's cost 8.9 million now. Like he's between good transfers and great transfers, as he does score consistent points, but sometimes he blanks and he never scores like a very big hole. Ooh, 25. Maybe Salah might be back by then. Let me have a look for that. Let's look at Watkins first. Watkins. Very hard to choose from. Like, would I be bringing him in? No. So if I didn't already have him, I wouldn't be bringing him in. So for that reason, I'm gonna put him in the good transfer list, and I'm gonna put him above Alvarez because you expect him to score consistent points throughout the season. So yeah, for that reason, I'm gonna leave him in there. Now Pedro Porro. Now he produces a lot of attacking numbers, but he doesn't. Not gonna keep clean sheets. And against Man United, as poor as they are, I don't expect them to keep a clean sheet. I maybe get some attacking returns. So for that reason, I have to put him in the good transfer list as well, not in the great. His price is a sticking point as he's getting higher, but he is a better option than someone like Saliba because of his attacking abilities and where he plays in the group. So for that reason, I'm going to put him in the good transfer list. Then we have a Haaland. Now Haaland, I'm going to put him in the gamble situation, and I'm going to put him on top of it basically because we're just waiting on more news basically. And he's returned back to training. I think he has. Because Pep had his press conference today and he said he's not 100% sure about him, De Bruyne, or Doku returning for the next game week. So we'll have to worry about. But as I said before, I don't believe Pep will come out of his mouth. I'll see what I see on the pitch or the training ground. Then we have Richarlison. I think Richarlison is a great transfer to bring in. As Son's going to be leaving, Richarlison is probably nailed on to start every game as ST. And Brendan Johnson on the left, and then Kulusevski on the right. And I think he'll be the focal point of the attack. He might have some penalties as well now, as Son, the penalty taker, is gone. They only had one penalty this season so far, because before that, Kane used to take penalties, and Son has only taken one penalty so far.
He's starting now as well today.
Sorry, today as well, yeah. They have to. They've got so many injuries. Next up, we have Spinian. Now, I think he's a great transfer to bring in as well. He played the full game last weekend. So he's looking like he's getting back to the fitness back up, unless he gets a recovering injury, which hopefully he doesn't, because they've got some great games coming up. Like good fixture, long running fixture list against Newcastle. Ooh, no, I'm not 100% sure because Newcastle will not be an easy game. Captain Holland, nah, I don't think I would. I'll, yeah, it's a very hard game to do in my opinion. Maybe like gambling with Jesus for me or Saka as they're playing Crystal Palace at home. But we'll get onto that in a bit. Then we have De Bruyne. Now I'm gonna put him in the gamble as well, and I'm gonna put him below at the bottom because he hasn't played since the first game of the week where he got injured, and you can't expect him to just come back and firing all cylinders, you know. For that reason, for me, a gamble. A lot of people have been bringing him in. As you can see, he's the sixth most transferred in player. His price was locked. I don't know if it's locked anymore. I'm gonna obviously have to keep an eye on him, see what happens with his price, if it's gonna be going up or down. But up most likely as people will be bringing him in. But yeah. Next, we have Saka. Now, he hasn't been in the best of forms lately. And for that reason, I have to put him a good transfer because his price is sticking point is about 9 million. Like, at this point, money is not really an issue because we have lost Salah out of our team, lost Son out of our team, where a lot of money was held up. So, I'm going to put him in a good transfer list. I'll put him in a bit higher. I'll put him about, say, as high as Kofor, basically. Because it's a player that you'll probably be looking to bring in if you don't already have. If you have Salah or Son, you will probably want to replace them with Saka. So, yeah, for that reason, a good transfer. Then we have Trent, and with all the extra money that you probably have at the moment, I think he's a great transfer to bring in, especially if we already got Trippier. It's an easy upgrade. Will cost you less money, but Trent has been going up in price like crazy. He's up to 8.5 now. So that price for me is just only sticking point for him. But he scores points like a midfielder. And of course there'll be a game here and there where he'll blank completely. Where he won't get no assist, the team concedes a goal, 2 goals, and he gets a yellow card. Like the last game, where he ended up getting 0 points. So that is one thing to look out for. But most times he is the main man that provides the attacking opportunities for Liverpool. And with Salah out, he will have more responsibility on his head to create more chances for the other attackers on the Liverpool team. Then we have Foden. Now I think Foden is a good transfer to bring in. Not great, because with Pep, there's always rotation. You just can't predict what Pep does. So for that reason, I'm going to put Foden just below Alvarez, because yeah, you just can't predict what Pep does, and for that reason, I'm going to put him in a good transfer list. Then we have Bowen. I think Bowen is a great transfer to bring in. Probably the man that I doubted for a long time. I only bought him in this game week already before his price went up. I bought him in straight away, 7.9 million. His price has gone up twice. And I regret not bringing him in earlier. I doubted him like a lot of other people did. The people that kept him in the team have been scoring consistent points throughout the season. One of the top scoring FPL points by midfielder. So for me, now I think it's a great transfer, and I was wrong to doubt him, and that's an L for me. Then we have Palmer, who has been the most transferred in player in at 700,000 right now. His price was locked, which I never knew that existed in FPL with the way it worked. I didn't know the locked prices, and apparently his price was locked just as when I transferred him in, and I was wondering why his price didn't go up, as so many people transferred him in. And I found out a price lock, which they did to quite a lot of players. They done to De Bruyne, Holland, and some of these fringe players as well. And today his price is unlocked, so now he can go up in price. people that transfer him now. So for the 600 people that transferred him, that makes no difference to what his price could have gone up to. Like, I find that annoying, a piss take, and something I think FPL should tell their users, as most people that bought those 600,000 people that bought him in on the basis of thinking early that his price is going to be going up, and his price didn't go up, and most likely people didn't know that his price was locked, which I find not good. I think FPL should convey that in somehow in one of their rules, because I don't think I've ever read it anywhere in the rules, and I've gone through the rules quite extensively in my time. So, but I have to put Palmer in below Richarlison. Reason being, Palmer, yes, he's playing great for Chelsea, but Chelsea are still on and off. There are game weeks where Chelsea will blank. Like, next game they got is Fulham at home, which I expect him to get points. Like, that is one of the games you expect him to get some good points in that game. But the game after against Liverpool away, I don't expect them to get nothing. Like, literally nothing. And for that reason, I can't put him like a high up in the list. So that is it. That is the most 30 transferred in players and in the categories that there are. There's no must buys in my opinion at the moment because we're so far away from the actual deadline. I will do a transfer watch list, maybe a live one or pre-recorded one closer to the time when more transfers happen. But I thought do one now as there's been more than enough transfers in. The lowest transfer in was like 80,000. So yeah, that's a good list. In my opinion, if you're doing early transfers, Bowen, Richarlison, Spinian are your men to bring in because I think their price might even go up again. Same as Palmer as we get closer to deadline. With the good transfers, I could see a price increase with Doherty. So if you're doing a wild card, I say you do it now and get him in. He's on the fringes of getting his price increase. So maybe if you want to look at get him in now as well. Foden, you can wait a bit. His price will go up soon again, as a lot of people are gambling on Foden starting. But I'll probably want to avoid Pep's rotation. Alvarez, I can understand why people are bringing him in, as Haaland is not guaranteed to play against Newcastle, and Alvarez has looked good. And even if Haaland does play, Alvarez will play alongside him. Those minutes will actually affect Foden, really, if Haaland plays. So that's why I don't like the transfer of Foden bringing in, And Cunha, yep, he's playing ST, but we don't know how much of a hit West Wolves will have without having Hechan creating on the right hand side for them. So that's one thing to look out for. Watkins, consistent striker, can blank some game weeks, but even when he does get decent points, it's not normally double digits, it's just below double digits. I think he's only had one game week where he has got double digits. Actually, two game weeks where he's had double digits. So for the price of 8.9 million, it's just now looking like really, really expensive. I bought him at 8.6, which in my opinion was expensive then as well. And
all he gets is assists, like one assist here, and that's it.
he got 2 assists in the last game. He needed to play. He needed to get that penalty in the last game.
Yeah.
So that would have made up for my captain. Then he would have got the bonus points as well then, because he didn't get no bonus points for that game either. That was the thing. He doesn't get many bonus points as well unless he gets goals. So, like, he got 2 assists and he didn't get no bonus points in that game. So that was kind of a piss take. I think Pedro, slight chance of rotation, but he's performing well. And is on penalties as well. So good option there as well. And then Saka probably most likely replacement for a lot of people for Salah and Son, as they got so much cash and no one likes holding a lot of cash in the bank. Like, I am probably one of the few people that have got 10 million in the bank right now available. So for that reason, I think Saka is going to be bought by a lot of people, highly owned player. For that reason, I think you need to have him. And then you just have the lucrative and the optional and the gambles and the avoids that I wouldn't be really going in for at the moment, in my opinion. Personally, I don't think Elise is probably the only one, and Jota that I'll be considering to bring in as if you think Jota is going to be playing game in, game out, which I don't think he is. Personally, I think Klopp will rotate as it's just Klopp, unless no one's a guaranteed starter in that front lineup, only if your name is Salah. So for me, Elise is probably the best option. It all depends on his fitness. It's available for the Arsenal game. So for the Arsenal game, maybe you wouldn't want him, but maybe for the game after, guaranteed he should be back. But the thing with Elise is he does pick up these niggling injuries because I think he's been asked to perform at levels that he's not yet capable of doing. And he's still a young player, still improving, a player that I would be happy at Liverpool. I think he's got a 60 million release clause, so maybe in the future, but for now, nah, a gamble. So that's it for this transfer watches for game week 21, and I'm gonna move on to just general questions that you guys want to ask me. Let me just switch over. There we go. And there we go. So man, how you doing, man, Adrian? This is the guy, 2K rank.
Oh, we got a big guy there, Mr. 2K rank. How did you do it? Do tell us.
I don't know if he's still on though.
We should be watching your video, sir. Tell us how you made 2K rank.
But yeah. So as you can see, I've done my transfers already for this game week. I took out Salah and took out Son and bought in Palmer and Bowen. Capitalized on Bowen, got the price increase already, which is a good thing. I don't see. Maybe if I get some news on other things, I could be doing a transfer. I don't know, honestly. What the hell are you talking about, bro? It's your first season and you're 2K rank. Bro, you're killing it, man. First season, Emery.
That's insane.
But what's this guy saying?
I don't know. Hi,
Hi.
should I buy Jacob Moda or Victor Banana from Atlanta Hawks? I think you should go for the Hawks. You should definitely go for the Hawks. Get some bears in there as well. A banana, a peach, an apple a day will keep the doctor away. Definitely, that's an NFL team or something. Atlanta Hawks. Definitely buy the Hawks, sir. Mr. What's his name? Younger D's. Definitely buy Jacob.
Oh, man.
He's got the wrong side. Definitely.
Definitely, yeah. All right. So, yeah. Man, let me look at your team again.
Is that his team, yeah?
No, I'll go to his team. FPL thingy. First season, man. Last season was your first season.
This other guy said he's shooting blanks in game week 18. We're all shooting blanks, mate. Don't worry, it happens to all of us. You shoot blanks sometimes. It happens with age.
He's confused.
He's just messing about. Yeah, let's have a look at his team. Artur Buric. Or should I have all players from who?
Lame United.
Amiga United.
Yeah, I get you. Bro, I don't know what you're on. I don't understand what the hell you're talking about. This is football from the UK, not American, bro. Oh,
I think he's a friend of the other guy, and the other guy's thinking about football, so he's saying football stuff. American football.
So that's his team, man.
Alright, so how many points? That's insane. Go back your previous week. Go back to the previous week. Oh, not a good week.
No, not anymore.
No one made it, yeah. Go back in. 59. Oh, Captain Watkins, you'd be angry there. Oh, you had Solanke right there making you 17.
But no one had Solanke.
Did I not have Solanke? I'm pretty sure I had Solanke.
Yeah, you probably did. Not a lot of people had Solanke at this game. I think this is the game week. Wait, actually, people did. People don't have Solanke here.
Oh, hi, Wojciech. You alright? Nice to meet you.
I am on Meta. What? I don't know.
Meta Walk. I understand. Meta Walk. We all know about Meta Walk. I prefer some Ice
What's
Spice.
Digger D and Ice Spice? What the hell?
Ice Spice is the one. What do you think of Ice Spice, mate? Young guys.
Alright, let's look at just price rises that we might have today.
This is the most cleverest bot I've ever seen. Hey, are you a bot? Please confirm if you're a bot.
Oh, right.
Now go back to his team.
Yeah, I was showing your price rises. Yeah, Doherty's looking like he's going to get his price rise maybe in a couple of days. Pedro Porro, maybe as well. Foden looks like he's going to get a price rise again soon. Douglas Luiz, I think that's not going to happen. And Jota as well, not going at a good rate. They've been saying Trippier's price is going to be going down for ages now. Still nowhere near going down.
He's busy these days, isn't it?
Yeah.
Trippier.
Yeah.
He's really busy these days. That's what I heard. Other priorities.
Oh, this is Ice Spice on second account. Who is Ice Spice, bro? Right. What is going on? But yeah, some weird ass people coming on.
Ice Spice with my little eye, something beginning with B.
So we can wait for Espanian because his price is not going up probably anytime soon, probably a week's time, close to the deadline, so we can wait on him. Palmer should have already gone up twice. Bowen maybe at the end of the week. He's already had 2 price rises. Don't expect to get another one this game week. I think the highest they can do in one game week is 0.3 anyway. Saka maybe, as expected his price to really go up already, but not that much yet. Oh. The thingy game must have started already, the Everton game.
Both of them.
Not Everton game, the...
They both have. Wolves have got a red card.
Red card?
There's
Nice.
2 Gomez's playing for them, you know that.
For Wolves?
Yeah.
One defender, one midfielder, yeah?
Are they brothers or something?
No. One's Titi Gomez. Is it Titi Gomez, yeah?
T and J. The guy he fouled for the red had to come off straight away.
Damn. Who did he come off?
Norgard.
No, God came off.
Yeah.
The captain. Are you serious?
He fouled him and it was a red card and he straight off. Must be bad.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently there's some on Twitter or something, I've seen some posts about him being caught with some hose at some house where they've done some things and stuff with a couple of Newcastle players as well, and the wives have found out and stuff like that, but I don't know how much truth there is to that.
Apparently a bunch of players rented about 4 or 5 houses and they had company over. That's all we really know.
LeBron James popping off.
Yeah, I think LeBron James gave some of the houses.
This is the next guy. Oh man.
Yeah, LeBron James, yeah. Basketballing.
What's wrong with you? Huh?
I don't know. What else have I been doing? Dribbling? You know? What else do I know about basketball? Slam dunks. I know about slam dunks. Is he still here?
But yeah. All right. Damn, man. Bournemouth got Wolves, man. That's not good. FA Cup. So, only one game side, you know. 2 games side.
2 game side. I've won side too.
When did he get sent off? What minute? The 9th minute.
Yeah.
Jaguar, man. Okay. Damn. Must be a disgusting challenge. Did he go to VAR?
I don't. Is there a VAR in FA Cup?
Yeah. On Premier League stadiums. There was VAR yesterday. If VAR had done the sending off yesterday. That's why they. Do you know what? Talksport yesterday.
Yeah, I know what happened, but I didn't know that it was.
Well, yeah, Tavernier is good. There was at one stage I was looking to bring him in. When was this? I was looking to bring him in like recently, but he does put in good crosses, but I think he's produces a lot against the weaker teams. Come on, did he get an assist against what do you call it? Luton, the game that got postponed. Because yeah. Maybe after the Liverpool game, it'd be a good punt, maybe. Mickey Mouse is what the hell, man?
Mickey Mouse is very overrated.
No, it's the Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse is extremely. I prefer Minnie Mouse. I prefer Goofy. Who else is there? Popeye.
What the hell is this guy?
Popeye is
just
just
repeat
me, right?
this guy, the other guy's thing.
Yeah, I think Mr. 2000K is right. These other guys are just bots. These other two are just your stream has been infected.
Nah, it can't be, man.
Prove that you're not bots. You two randoms. Prove that you're not bots.
What?
Ramchelek and Young AIDS. Are you bots? Confirm or not?
Man, we should have went to the game today, man.
Yeah.
Because we would just guaranteed to win now with the man down.
Yeah.
No, don't burn.
Oh, they're not. That's fine. You're not bots. That's fine. That's cool. You can carry on being weird then.
I can dance salsa. No bad for me.
Talk more basketball stuff.
No, I don't want to talk about basketball, bro.
Inform us. Educate us.
I know how basketball's played. I don't need to know about how basketball is played, Amber.
Tell me about the Giants. How are the Giants doing this season? And the Ravens.
Listen,
and the Steelers.
Stop listening to the cracker shit next to me.
And the Steelers. How are the Steelers doing? The Seattle Hawks. Whatever. Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, man. But yeah. Okay. If you guys got any like questions for FPL related things, please ask away.
Or any questions in general?
No, not in general.
About life.
I've got a dream, you ass bandit. Please stop listening to this crazy man that's sitting next to me. As like
they might have questions.
He smokes too much crack heroin and stuff.
Only for the good games.
But yeah, I'm going to have a look at the AI team.
No goals, man. Why don't I do goals in these games?
You bet on the games?
Yeah.
What do you bet on?
Just 2.5 all of them.
All of them?
There's only 3 games in it.
What Jamie showed the highlights? I don't know who that is, and I don't want to watch any highlights.
Jeremy Sokan highlights, please. Who is Jeremy Sochan?
Probably a basketball player, isn't it? Yeah, of course it's way too soon. They're not even in the Prem. The transfer's not even done. You can't even do it. It's not available.
Wait, where's Werner going?
It's coming to the Prem, maybe.
Really? To what team?
Maybe like what do you call it? Arsenal.
Arsenal. They buy Werner. Why would they do
Check
that?
it. Go on Sky Bet. Check the odds. I saw it there today.
Yeah.
I think it was Arsenal, or maybe United.
No, it's funny one.
He is my brother from Somalia. That Jeremy does not sound like a name from Somalia, my friend.
Put him on. Let's
Yeah, Man United. Yeah, Man United.
search Jeremy Sochan. Let's see what
Man
comes
United
up.
won it.
Who Jeremy Sochan?
No, Werner. What's wrong with you, man?
Put him on. Let's see.
I don't want to watch the Jeremy Sochan who I don't even fucking know. Yeah, my mate's gonna watch the highlights. Let him watch it. I'm here for football, my friend.
Oh, he's Polish American basketballer. San Antonio Spurs. He's got 10.8 points. REB of 5.5. 4 assists. Are those good stats?
No.
He's only 20 years old.
What? No, I ain't got a clue who this Carlos Lopez is as coming to Man United for 120 million. I don't think Man City have 120 million to really spend at the moment for first off. There's some money on the summer transfer window, and they brought in players just to sit on their bench like they always do. And 120 million is a price that Man City don't pay. They don't like paying 100 million in general. They like the market of 50, 60 million, especially for a player that I have never heard of. Would never happen for 120 million. Yeah, bro. Bro. Alright, bro. I'm done. If you guys want to come talk to me about FPL, I'm happy to help you guys all the time. But only FPL, my friend. No American football, no American, not basketball.
Postecoglou Ronaldo as Spurs captain tonight. It is a reward for him. He has been through a lot this 18 months. He embodies everything we want to be as a club in terms of his attitude.
You talk about Richarlison, because Ronaldo is not at Spurs.
Maybe that's a transfer coming in.
Well, Ronaldo to Spurs. Are you on crack? Are you smoking crack?
It might be.
Seriously, like, I'm pretty sure he must be meaning Richarlison, mate. Check. Because who's the captain today?
It must be Richarlison. I can't really know.
Or I can't. No, I can't. I can't watch video highlights. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna do that. And
Next time.
no, I'm not gonna do that ever.
No highlights, guys. He's too stubborn. Next time, you got to try and persuade him. Jeremy Sochan. I know he's a good player. Sochan. Yeah, I just saw his highlights. Unbelievable.
You watch nothing. Yeah, you crackhead piece
Unbelievable.
of shit.
Jeremy Sochan's number one.
And yes, I see you posting another thing from Trippier, that thing, but yet there's no confirmation. None of the main newspapers have wrote about it. So for me now, I'm not going to speculate on that.
No speculation.
Yeah. So for now, I'm ending the stream. My watch list stream was done a long while back, so I'm going to end it and see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed it and found it interesting. Please like my stream and subscribe to my channel for future FPL content. I'll probably do another stream sometime in a couple of days to see if anybody else needs any help with the teams. Bro, right. Something's wrong with you, my friend.
Too much crack. Too much crack. That's too crack.
Alright, guys. I'm done, yeah? I'll see you guys next time. See you guys later. Bro, please wait. I need to go eat, bro. I haven't ate. I need to go eat.
Just keep typing.
Like-
He won't go. He won't go if you keep typing.
You are very helpful for my FPL. Okay, you watch my videos, and that is the best way I can help you. But I need to go eat. It's 8 o'clock here. I think you Americans are like, what, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock? I don't know what time is there for you guys.
Jeremy Sochan time.
You did.
Basketball.
For a second, you look like you're dubbing. Like Mondu and shit.
Basketball.
He's your idol. Cool, I get it, bro. But I'm not into basketball or NFL. So for that reason, I'm not gonna watch it. I have a lot of things to watch besides football. No, bro. You know, guys, you're not keeping me here, so I'm gonna go.
Nice work, guys. Keep it up.
As
He won't go.
I want to end the stream.
Say something
Yeah?
controversial. Type it controversial.
It's not football. It's American football. Yeah. Alright.
He's telling you the truth.
Yeah, I don't care.
He said he's
I'm
telling you
done.
the truth.
Which player they told me to watch? This Christoph one.
There's Jeremy Sochan, then there's Velde or Verde, and then there's Christoph something. Eric Estrada.
You're just putting our names on your ass.
Look,
No one said Eric Estrada, Andre.
Look, hey, look. What does this say?
Where?
There.
That does say Eric Estrada.
It's close.
It's not even close. Where's the R? There's no R. Where's the R? EK shit.
Copy and paste and see what comes up.
I'm done. I'm done. It's you people crackers like you. No, I'm done. See you guys next time. See you later. See ya.
They done their best to keep you